one of the things that we'd often ask each other at the beginning of the process was, what do you see, what do you experience a lot in life, but you never see it on television? And that's often a place that I find very fruitful to write from. And I remember there's this moment in the last episode of the show where she's quite unpleasant to her son. And I remember standing round the monitor when we were filming it, and somebody going, "Oh God, that's horrible." And I sort of said, "Oh, is that what your experience of that is?" And she said, yeah.
And I said, no, it's fine.
No, you said, yeah, it's fine. But the other mothers around the monitor, when I said, yeah, but have you ever, so you're saying you never would talk like that to your son? And they went, oh no, yeah, I do all the time. I just mean it's horrible on screen. And it's moments like that where you go, oh, brilliant then. This is what we want. Because you've got all these people going, oh yeah, at least once a week, but not on television. And that's the moment I'm interested in.
Billie, I wanted to ask you as well, because I think that there's such a brilliant honesty that you can see in the portrayal of the character, and whether, you know, she's obviously someone who's in the public eye, and she's someone who's been in the public eye for a young age, but you can also, you know, just look at her on a human level sort of thing as well. But I think that one of the things that's brilliant is peeling back that kind of veneer of celebrity in a way, you know, in terms of showing her as a mother to a you know, a young boy who is deaf, and you know, and having, you know, not everything being right. And was it important for you to have the chance to kind of do that in a way, you know, being someone who's been in the public eye from a young age? And, you know, there's nothing, you know, biographical about this, but I imagine quite a lot of your experience is kind of poured into so much of this show.
Yeah, I think it's just, for me as an actor, it's just important that women are represented on screen, whether they're playing a famous person or just, you know, or a mother or someone, whatever it is. It really spins me out when that is done inauthentically. I really passionately hate it, and I feel it's such a wasted moment. And so for me, just the quest to constantly drive through to something that feels, you know, at times horribly honest, and, you know, potentially very exposing. But I think, you know, both Lucy and I think share this sort of quest, which is we want people to be able to relate to it. And I think one of our concerns at the beginning was, we're drawing from a famous person's life, but actually on some level nowadays we all have something to lose, because we all have we have this now public profile, just by being on social media. Really, I think everything, you know, anything could be incriminating on some level. And it was important that for us, that when people watch that, it's not distancing as an experience, that it's something that they can relate to. So certainly all the emotional stuff was really, you know, integral. And
I think one of the things that we'd often ask each other at the beginning of the process was, what do you see, what do you experience a lot in life, but you never see it on television? And that's often a place that I find very fruitful to write from. And I remember there's this moment in the last episode of the show where she's quite unpleasant to her son. And I remember standing round the monitor when we were filming it, and somebody going, oh God, that's horrible. And I sort of said, oh, is that what your experience of that is? And she said, yeah.
And I said, no, it's fine.
You said, yeah, it's fine. But the other mothers around the monitor, when I said, yeah, but have you ever, so you're saying you never would talk like that to your son? And they went, oh no, yeah, I do all the time. I just mean it's horrible on screen. And it's moments like that where you go, oh, brilliant then. This is what we want. Because you've got all these people going, oh yeah, at least once a week, but not on television. And that's the moment I'm interested in.
That's so true. Yeah, absolutely. I think that's about the whole thing about the emotional truth that you get from the show, to be honest. Lucy, was it important for you to be kind of, you know, were you there whilst the whole thing was being filmed, sort of thing? Is that
yeah? But I'm a controlling nightmare. I mean, I'm constantly there. like no,
every moment,
every
day.
Bill, just a little bit down. Oh no,
I'm like, Bill, bring it up.
Yeah.
I feel like that was a note to me, Lucy.
No, I mean, yes, I am, and no, I can't excuse it. But you know, it's how you know. I don't know. I just worked really hard on it, and I didn't want them to have a party without me.
You didn't want to miss out on the fun, did you? That's the thing.
That's it. Do you know how boring writing is compared to that? It's so boring.
Was there a kind of encouragement to, or did you have this to the time and space to improvise on set or to kind of play with scenes? And Georgie, was that something that you were interested in looking into, or not?
I love it. I mean, I've sort of got an ethos with actors, which is like, let them own the character, you know, and then I want to guide them through the world, but I don't want to tell them who they are. Like, let them really own it. And Billie's like a masterclass at that. I learn't so much from her because that's a general MO, you know. And I think so. Then, yes and no. You know, it was always, Lucy was always there, so we talked about those things. There's certain scenes where it would spin off. I mean, I think all of the actors hate me because I never say cut, and I'm just forcing them to. At the end of every take, there's always something brilliant because they just have to keep going. Billie, I remember once when you were like, I can see you like getting she's gonna fucking say it. Yeah. I was like, cut, and she's like, thank God. There's only so much improving I can do. But what it does is it like allows this sort of like beautiful I'm always looking for like the kind of extra and just letting them really building a space. So however technical we get and however orchestrated something gets, what I always want to do is make sure that the actors don't feel that and that they have the ultimate freedom to just really like play. And I don't mind if it's different every time. In fact, I encourage that. It's like, focus pullers hate me because I won't allow marks to go down. I don't want to block it. But within that, there's a really grand master plan. And I think improv sort of played in and out of that. It had to work for the episode. So episode 6, for example, which is guilt and is based upon, for me, stylistically and kind of much more of a social realism vibe, it plays a little bit more with the day players in terms of improv. So yes, to a certain extent where it was right, but it always came back down to the central. I mean, Lucy Prebble wrote the show. You don't like, the words are always brilliant, and then we explored beyond that a little bit here and there.
That photo shoot in the first episode is an extraordinary piece of film. It's just, you know, and those shots of your face, Billie, in terms of you just see, it's so emotional. It's so hard to watch, but you can't not watch it because it's so great. Congratulations on that alone, because I just thought it was extraordinary.
Oh, thanks.
We talk about Comic-Con.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you actually went to Comic-Con, is this right?
Yeah, we went
Yes.
to the I forget the official name of it now, but the London Comic-Con, and we took over a space, and we had our own setup with our own big poster in the background of Quo Vadis and our own audience and our own strange sci-fi costumes and our own host. Lucy was beside herself.
I'll be honest with you, I'm a sci-fi fan, so I was there going like, this is the show I want to make, this pretend show that we've done all this design for with Billie's massive face on, and that's not true, but it's partly true. And it was that was really fun, and we also had a lot of fun. I think Leila was in, when we did that scene in the hotel room, we got an actual hotel obviously to do it in, but you know, the idea being that it was attached to Comic-Con, and I think that was one of our finest hours, actually, that whole section. I don't know what that was, and look, sorry, hello too.
It's like 101 Dalmatians.
So it was really, really, really fun to do. I think it was quite fun to act as well. Am I wrong in that?
The hotel room was a lot of fun. I mean, I had a great time.